Talking about picking themselves up, it's going to be T2K Rick spending some time in the blue. He does 3 first aids, and he has a teammate just right in front of him, so he should be okay. Just needs to follow up teammate. But there's another team waiting on their right, and he's moving towards them.
Oh my goodness, fourth phase of the circle, Cloud, and T2K still has everyone in their team. And as you can see on the map overview, we got Team Infinity as well as BN United. They are over here down south. And I think, you know what, in just a few seconds, they will be challenging up each other.
Oh yeah, this is where we see a lot more action happening. But speaking about action, Boom Esports in action as well. Know that someone's above them at this point. So it's going to be high ground versus low, but we got about 8 more seconds before so close. A spray coming in from Mimo. He does get a knockdown. They know exactly where they are. Mimo trying to flush them out with the molly.
Oh yeah, I mean, that is not a good spot at all for Boom Esports. They are brutally getting punished by Memo over here coming from Gremlin Esports. I mean, they are all right there inside that small shack wherein just a Molotov or a good nade can actually wipe them all out. Now we already have like one player from them knocked down at this point in the game, Sir Cloud.
Oh, one more nade could rule them all. Nade from Row. Will it land nicely on the Boom Esports? The second nade will be thrown just to ensure that they take them all out. The first nade did explode, but it did not connect. Now Esports back as a duo, but they have nowhere to go.
You know what? I'm pretty surprised, you know, with the amount of nades that Rowdy was able to throw against Boom Esports. I mean, they cannot still, you know, wipe them out. I mean, it's just so amazing, you know, for Boom Esports, how they can dodge those nade attacks, those Molotov attacks, considering the amount of space that they have inside that small shack right there, Sir Cloud.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it is amazing. I don't know what kind of prayers they did, but it's definitely answered. So it's a matter of how are they going to come out of this sort of situation, because the moment they step out, Rowdy will have a clear shot onto them.
You know what? The only way that Rowdy will probably give up, you know, attacking Boom Esports right here is that if T2K spots him and decides to actually do a massive spray down against this player.
Yeah, or if the circle puts enough pressure onto them, but just playing by the edge of it. So I'm not too sure, but okay, let's see what happens here. TK is on the horizon, but one of the players for T2K Rig knocked down as well.
Oh, that would surely set them back just a bit, but of course, I'm sure that there's still time, you know, to heal his teammate again with a DBS. This meta of a gun is really unbelievable when it comes to damage, but that was a good spray coming from that opposition, and down goes that player.
T2K, interesting spread here, 2-2 formation when we're at stage. So we got Turu Love there, overlooking the commotion that's happening just on top of them. Still keeping eye on the CMF that's currently on move as well. But the members of Boom Esports somehow are still alive.
Oh yeah, they are still alive. Just like what you said, Sir Cloud. I don't know, like what kind of prayer this players must have, because this is a very crucial situation, you know, for this team. They are sandwiched in between CMF or the Gremlin Esports and of course T2K. Now we've got Morph GPX as well, getting some damage coming from Box Gaming. But you know what? The position of Box Gaming is also in between two teams.
Yeah, so really close to each other, and that's understandable since we're at stage 5 now. But 10 more seconds, we'll move on to stage number 6, and that is where a lot of fights will happen at the same time. Be prepared for that as Boboku taps on the Chua from afar. Chua with the slide down, somehow still survive, but Boboku, he needs to reset as well. He has the first aid, he should be right.
I mean, Boboho, he is indeed, you know, wearing level 3 gears, but unfortunately, it's a little bit compromised. So when we talk about the integrity of that vest, I don't think it's gonna last that long, considering that we are already at the crucial zones for our match number 2. I mean, we are just waiting, you know, for when the mayhem would start, and he just needs to be careful not to be tagged or not to be sprayed on by a lot of bullets coming his way. But anyway, BTR or the Bigatron ladies is up there onto the northern side. I don't think there's any squad that will contest their area just yet, but we can see Pepenk over here coming from PTM. He did a massive spray down against that one player, but wasn't able to put him down.
Interestingly, I mean, it's quite a distance, right? If he could get the elimination, it's a big bonus. But nevertheless, he's still on the outside circle. He needs to move. Same goes for Boss Gaming. They're on the outside, despite having the compound, but the moment they go out, it's going to be an open area for them.
Oh no. Mad Cat, I don't think he has 9 lives because Rig put a stop on that one, and that is coming from t2k, and he was able to actually knock down another player coming from a CMF. Oh man, that is just wonderful to watch.
Yeah, I mean, beautifully done it. Okay, so now let's see if they can win this fight. Put knocked down here by Rowdy. Can he get more out of the Infinity? The Infinity now losing Rowdy all alone. Rowdy, K2 knockdown. Can he get a third one? Oh. Yes, he will. Rowdy clutch the entire Infinity.
Amazing display of reflex. I mean, the way that he did that spam crouching while shooting and trying to take care of business. And oh my goodness, he was able to actually at least put down 3 players coming from that team. Now let's see if XMPL can also improve his stats over here, because he spotted, you know, a couple of players from that compound. Now what he needs to do is just actually take advantage and just keep on hitting them until he gets that elimination point. But t2k, if we're gonna look at the score, it's already 7 elimination points so far. Yes, indeed, they have 1 player that's currently knocked down, probably bleeding out there in the open, but I think, you know, I feel there's still time to go for that hill, but not so if that one player is actually far away from the rest of the team, then that would be hard.
Yeah, it does look like they're going in for the ride, so they should be able to do it since they have a good amount of left. At the same time, the other members of t2k, they are surrounding the team just right below them. So right now, if we look at the circle spread, t2k has majority circle control.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, we are already at stage 6, and we still got 6 more teams left here competing for the second winner chicken dinner. Now t2k, although they have a higher ground position, I mean, eventually they will have to give that one up if the circle doesn't favor them. Same thing goes for the players coming from Gremlin Esports, but they are lucky because part of it is still included into our safe zone. But we are seeing a split, you know, a split style coming from t2k. Now Bigatron Ace, they are having a fight right up against the Prestige Esports.
Yeah, t2k now with this kind of circle, it gives them a big advantage. So here we go, Boss Gaming, long range of the Prestige Esports, like what you mentioned, and Prestige is still on the outside, but they're locked in a pretty similar compound with another team. So they go in, then it's going to be trouble. It's going to be a fight here. But the bigger challenge for Prestige is also to pass through this team, and then they need to cross the road.
Okay, the percentage of Zuxi here winning this fight, probably I would give it as high as 40%, because we still need to consider that Bigatron Ace, they still have a complete set of players, and if Zuxi wants to get inside that circle, he will need to do a massive cleanup, Sir Cloud. But then again, you know what, Bigatron Ace, they are busy as well, because right up in front of them are the players coming from t2k.
Yeah, t2k having full control right now. They're like that. They got knocked down a couple of times, but they still managed to revive each other and move forward. But the long range here onto Kwang, and now Kwang is knocked. Kwang saying no chance for them to save him.
Oh yeah. Oh man, this is not looking too good, you know, on the side of Box. I mean, they're pretty much stuck right there. I mean, they have no place to go. Toodle Love is really making sure of that one. I mean, he was able to get, you know, 1 player from that team with that nade.
Oh, but now t2k, at least one of the members being forced to move because of the blue. But Turu tosses a nade. Nobody is there. Strongzy is actually on the right. Turu doesn't really. And now Turu still wants to get that elimination point. He doesn't want Strongzy to pass it.
Yeah, well, it's very tempting, Sir Cloud, because there was just like an error drop right in front of XMPL. But then again, he needs to be careful and need to think twice if he plans to actually get it to improve his probably his gears. But you know what? A lot of them already dropping to their knees. t2k still stacking up quite a number of points. We are already at 11 elimination points so far right at this competition, Sir Cloud.
Oh, circle shifted and t2k still has good control of the circle. The other teams have to share 50% of the northern side of the circle, whereas for t2k, they are spread across the middle, meaning that for teams who want to get in, t2k might have a good view.
Yeah, Pepank over here has a very nice line of sight. He can spot the ladies coming from Bigatron Ace. I think he is waiting for everyone to actually get inside that UAZ. And what, if I'm thinking right, I think he plans to blow that vehicle up to do it just one time.
Oh, let's see if it happens here. Okay, Yoru spots him out, but managed to use the outside to get into safety. Now XMPL gets a knockdown. Can he get a second one? Tries to stop his opponent from coming up, but there's almost no way, considering that the position of XL right now is just primed to stop any team from the below to come up.
Well, XMPL has a big chance of acquiring those 2 elimination points, but Pepank goes down. Oh no, he wasn't able to check his bag, but we got Cleon coming from Morph GPX, throws in that molly to prevent any players coming from Bigatron Ace to get inside that small shack right there. But for how long? How long are they going to keep this up? But t2k, this opens up another opportunity to bring down players coming from Bigatron Ace. And right now, oh no, they are in trouble because they are pretty much to t2k.
There you go, 15 eliminations now for t2k. Can they finish up the job? They should be able to. It's going to be t2k with chicken dinner inside of Miramar. And I got my prediction right.
Now I'm afraid. Now I am afraid. But that was an insane Miramar match for t2k.